Mation Wellness Platform is a platform for wellness, home care, and support ecosystem of the individuals. Hello and welcome back to our video about stress. Did you know that 79% of people check their phone within 15 minutes of waking up in the morning, and 42% use the email in the bathroom? We are interrupted every 11 minutes, and returning to the original task takes 23 minutes. This raises task errors, which tend to double after a 2.8-second break. All of this raises our stress level, even if we aren't aware of it. Many people assume that their health and performance are incompatible. The lines between work and home are becoming increasingly blurred. Working long hours, taking brief breaks, and sleeping little. Knowledge workers believe they are always on. To recap, we never take a break, are rarely focused, and are always on. But we cannot always be on. High-performance capabilities are classified into 4 categories. To begin, there is focus, attention, and concentration, all of which yield significant results. Second, creativity, or our ability to produce insight and spot patterns, is essential for problem resolution. Thirdly, learning, memory, and decision-making assist us in seeing things from fresh and diverse viewpoints. Finally, our emotional reactions enable us to support and establish high-performing teams. The function of our prefrontal cortex supports these capabilities. The amygdala, sometimes described as the brain's stress and fear center, helps coordinate responses to stimuli in our environment, especially those with emotional content. Too much stress causes the amygdala to hijack the prefrontal cortex. Good stress promotes peak performance. The issue is being stressed out. Overload can cause physiological and psychological systems to deteriorate. Burnout and stress-related illness, in short. This can result in brain fog, a state in which we are less attentive and easily forget information. Ultimately, stress has an impact on our ability to function well. High performers can switch on when needed, but struggle to switch off. Psychological detachment is so important that some research suggests it to be a prerequisite for recovery to happen. We can group people into 3 categories. Firstly, detachers. These are people who can easily switch off. Secondly, problem-solving ponderers. These are folks who continue to think about work, but it has no detrimental impact on them. Finally, there are effective ruminators. They are folks who are anxious and find it difficult to switch off emotionally. This category includes almost 70% of the population. Knowledge workers are busier than ever, with the number of meetings per week increasing by 153%, and overlapping meetings has increased by 46% per person. We can, however, improve our body's response to stress and rest. There are various components that can enable us to be more durable. Heart rate variability, or the time difference between each heartbeat, can provide insight into the balance of our sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. Greater heart rate variability is linked to a greater ability to adapt to stress by regulating the activation of the amygdala's fight or flight response. Memory retrieval and working memory are both regulated. Furthermore, sustained attention, situational awareness, and goal-directed behavior were all enhanced. Taking breaks is another technique. Taking a break resulted in decreased beta brain wave activity. This is related to less stress. Taking breaks between meetings increases frontal alpha asymmetry, indicating more engagement during meetings. In contrast, failing to take a break between meetings was associated with increased beta brain wave activity, which is associated with stress. There was also evidence of negative frontal alpha asymmetry. This indicates that there was less engagement during the meetings. In summary, our prefrontal cortex supports high-performance capabilities. However, when we are stressed out, the amygdala hijacks the prefrontal cortex, causing us to feel brain fog. Thankfully, there are interventions we can include to help us combat this situation, such as taking breaks and increasing our heart rate variability. So, how can we take more effective breaks and enhance our heart rate variability? To discover out, watch our next video. Everyone experiences stress, so do share this video with your friends and family to support them. More wellness information can be found on Mation's YouTube channel.
Mation. Think Smart Nation. Think Mation.